welcome to another session. So in this video basically we are going to learn about the functions in the Pythons, what are available functions are there, and we will discuss about some of the functions which are commonly used basically. And in the last session we have learned about the comments, and before the comments we have learned about what is Python, where we can utilize, and how to run it. So let's start with the print functions, how the print function works. So I just added a text message here that what's a print function in Python basically. Now let's start with the simple one. So what print function does? So print is basically to print any message on your console or anywhere, basically mostly on the console itself. uh, so this is how we can write the message inside our print function. Okay, so welcome to Python learning. So this is how the print is basically, and once you click on the run, it will just start executing your uh, print function. Okay, this is the one way. And if you want to print with the multiple arguments, so what you need to do, you just first you click on this code section and just write a message print, and suppose welcome, then comma, then Python, and we are using Python uh, 3 dot 3 dot, I think 3 dot 13. Okay, so this you need to, this is how you can print the multiple arguments with the print function. So here you can see the print has printed three values: welcome, Python, and 3.1113. So one thing you have, if you have noticed, you can see that it has entered space between all three parameters, or between all three you know arguments. So if we give the space also, suppose this much of space we have just given, so and we'll try to run it. So then also it by default it has entered one space. Okay, so this is another thing with the print. Okay, so now we will learn about the there is a one another additional parameter separator. So this by default it has separated with the one space. If you want to separate it with something else, then that also you can utilize. So you have to write something like print, I'm using the same message, and then print, and at the end you need to mention your separate parameter. Suppose I want to separate it with double equals. Okay, I want, instead of mentioning the space in between the parameters, in between the arguments, I just want to enter the double equals. Okay, so let's try to execute it. So here you see Python has entered a double equals between all three arguments. So separate is a reserved keyword in the Python. So it understands that what parameter should be entered in between the arguments. Now similarly there is a int parameters as well. So in the int parameters, basically first you should have some taking, I'm taking the same example. Okay, I'm taking same print statement. Okay, So first let me run it. So if you have entered, if you have noticed, you can see that the second line has been came into the new line. So without mentioning the ln in Java, we used to use the print ln to print the message into the next line. So here what you have, if you want to print into different uh, parameters, or if you want to, so by default Python what is understanding is like it has if you mention the another print statement, it is just think that it should be printed into the next line, but you want to print into the same line. So what you need to do, basically just copy this. I'm taking the, you can take any of the your messages. So you have to mention something like there is another reserve keyword like end, and at the end I want to mention hyphen. Okay, so what it does, let's see. So the next line whatever you have given, that will be printed into the same line, but it is a different, I mean it is using the hyphen as a delimiter in between. Okay, so and after the third statement it has treated as new. So here also if you mention that in parameter should be something like this, or at the end I just want to mention the 333. Okay, so now all the output will come into the same line. So what you understand from this is basically, if you are not mentioning in parameter, then Python will print all the new statement into the new line. But if you have mentioned the int parameter, it will not consider the next print statement as a new. It will just append into the same, mentioning that int parameter is whatever the user has provided. Okay, likewise you can give the uh, tab also. Likewise you can utilize new line character also. Suppose you have given this and you want to use the space. Okay, let's see. Now if you see here, the space has come. Okay, now let me try with another example with the same thing. What I'll do here, at the end I want to just print the uh, suppose slash n. Let's see what happens. So if you have mentioned the int parameter slash n, it has taken as a new line character, and in the second and third line has came into one, because int parameter is triple 4 times 3. Okay, likewise you can mention any other parameter also. Okay, so now we have the option to print variables. All of you know how we can print the variables. Suppose there is a variable is like channel. I have mentioned just some name sk. Okay, and then I am mentioning the uh, course equal to Python, and then I want to just mention the where, and here just I mention YouTube. So what I have done, I just created three uh, parameters, or the variables you can say, and I just want to print on with the print statement. How you want to, how you will print basically, let me change this. Okay, print. Here I'm just printing. why it is giving as error, I don't know, but that is working. So this is how you will basically print it. Okay, but there is a, if you, what if you want to print into a single statement, how you will print? So let's discuss on that. First just print it. Okay, now we have in printed it. Now if you want to print into the single line, what I'll do, I will write one print statement like this, and I want to print suppose first variable. So how I'll mention, and then second variable, then third variable. Okay, let's try to run it. Okay, it is saying as error. Why it is giving like error? Any idea? Mm-hmm. It is saying invalid syntax, perhaps forgotten comma. So here I have not mentioned the comma. That's why. Okay, this is how you can print the variables into a single line. But there is a better way which is given by Python. So now we will use the same code. Okay. Now I want to print it. I'm not using this print statement. Okay. So what you have to do, you want to print in this format. So Python says just utilize my f, and how you can mention your variables. No need to give everything into the double quotes. You just mention your whatever your variable you want to print. You just mention into a brackets. Okay. So I'm just trying to cover it all the variables into bracket and nothing else. Once I do it, then first I'll cover this, then sorry, double quotes. So this is how you can format your print statement. Here you can see how this is simple is. Here you have to mention the double quotes, and if you miss the comma or double quotes, it will give the error. But here the chances are very less. So what you have to do, you just need to mention f and everything into the double quotes. Okay, you need to start everything into the double quotes, and whatever the variable you are trying to access, that should be into the curly braces. So that is the one thing which you want to, which you can utilize with your print. So now there is we will try to do one more program on same. There is suppose a course. Okay, I've taken as uh, Python, then no, double quotes is not needed, and audience is YouTube learners. Okay, these two things I just I want to print it. So I want to print into some format. What I'll do, I'll just use F, then double quotes, then I will mention quotes, then double quotes, then how I'll access. I just need to use my variable into single quote. Then I need to provide the comma and then audience double quote space single quote here audience. Okay, that's it. So here you see, or the output has came. Okay. Uh, One more example we can see basically related with the special characters how will print. Suppose you have entered print statement and then you want to welcome, then suppose slash n welcome python. Okay, let's see what's output. So it has printed into a new line. Suppose any of the special character you want to print, that you can give within the print statement, and it takes as a internal keyword. Means doesn't matter if you are mentioning into double quotes, but it takes as a internal keyword and it understand it. So now I'm using the tab. I'm using messages. I'm changing the message. YouTube subscribers. Okay, let's see. So in the first print statement we have used slash n, means new line character. In the second print we have used slash t, means tab. So we have given the tab in between two words. So this is how you can utilize the print functions. So here you can see the uses of the print. Basically, suppose if you want to give some message here, then you can give like printing special characters, something like this I want to mention. And this was because this was for the printing special characters. Then for this it is just like utilizing the f, right? Let's try to name it. Mhm. So where I need to mention the my text here, right? So here you just mention something like this and this uh, print using f string. Okay, we have given the name to this, and then there was a these are the printing some variables, you can see. So for this video that's it. Then in next video we will cover the next topic, maybe the other functions. Let's see what is in our next video. So please subscribe guys. Thank you.